If you have an attitude and your man reciprocates that energy and tells you it's because you had an attitude first, leave him. Red flag. Big red flag.
All right, you guys, everyone keeps talking about red flags in relationships, like they're some kind of experts, but they never talk about how people overthink themselves out of relationships. The constant analysis, the constant suspicion, the constant second guessing. This is what keep a lot of women single.
Another red flag you need to be aware of is rushing intimacy. If the person you are dating or seeing is very eager to move things along quickly, whether it be physically or even emotionally, that's a huge red flag. Love bombing is a red flag because anybody who is mature wants to build steadily. A person who wants to build quickly might be doing so because either one, they want to take advantage of you, or there are things about them that they don't want you to discover and they are covering it up with huge and fast forwarded methods of affection so that you are so overwhelmed you don't discover the truth that you need to know about who they are before it's too late.
You see these 5 red flags early on? Run, because when it comes to a narcissist, what starts out as a quirk almost always turns into a nightmare. Number 1, the instant soulmate. They'll say, I've never felt like this about anybody before, and it feels intoxicating, but it's not fate, it's love bombing, and it's designed to hook you fast before you see the real them.
You see that? They didn't turn men giving women compliments into something negative. Love bombing.
Number 2 is these subtle put downs, and they start as jokes. You're so sensitive, you would be lost without me, but they're not jokes. They are tests to see how much disrespect you'll tolerate. Number 3 is the emotional whiplash. They praise you and then they pull away for no reason, and then you start working for their approval like it's oxygen, and that's exactly how they keep control. Number 4, they are always the victim, and everybody in their past is the villain. The ex, the boss, their friend. It's always somebody else's fault. And if every story ends with a poor me, pay attention. Number 5 is a lack of accountability. They'll always say, oh, I didn't mean it that way, or you took it the wrong way, instead of, I'm sorry that I hurt you. Narcissists don't do responsibility. They just rewrite reality.
See, you can't even treat them good. They've turned that into something negative now. So you see what just happened? Everything becomes a red flag. Moving too fast is a problem. If you're too interested in them, that's a problem. Not the right emotional connection, that's a problem. They're not protecting themselves. They are sabotaging anything that could be good and grow.
3 signs that you are ignoring the red flags. Come on in here now. Honey, you keep making excuses for them. You explain their behavior better than they do. Stop. Number 2, your body feels it before your mind do. Okay, listen. The anxiety, the tension, the unease. Sweetheart, that's information. Your body's telling you something.
Your mind should have told you not to wear a bonnet on camera.
Okay, listen to it. And number 3, all of your friends are concerned, but for some reason you defend them.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but baby, let me go on and tell you, toxic relationships and communication.
That's what y'all love.
Plus dealing with exes, baby, them the biggest red flags of them all. Okay, like I don't care what y'all say. I live this shit, so I'm telling you the truth. Let all that shit go.
I think a lot of men are trained to think that the biggest red flag in a woman is if they want their money. But there are far more dangerous red flags than just materialism. A woman cannot care about money and still be manipulative, emotionally unstable, lack accountability, dishonest. I think a lot of men need to raise their standard and just asking, is she using me financially? And start actually looking to see if she has character.
One of an oddly specific red flag I have when dating is a man who don't like titties. What you mean you don't like titties when titties are exclusively for women? So you telling me you smashing Mon Dragon He-Wagon if all it takes is ass? Nah, y'all too down low for me. You don't like titties? We can't be. And I don't even have titties. I'm a part of the A committee. That's how real it is.
A red flag that I see most people miss over and over again in relationships, and it causes so much freaking pain. Are you ready for this? It's when your partner can't take in your influence. Long-term couples in healthy relationships do so much more than just communicate well. They let themselves be changed by each other. And I don't mean in a lose yourself kind of way, but in the small everyday ways that say, your experience matters enough to alter mine.
Here's a list of red flags that will make me say, absolutely not when I met a man. Over 40 and never married. I mean, statistically speaking, if a man over 40 has not gotten married, there's an 80% chance that he's not going to. He's not going to marry you, baby. Unhealthy relationship with his mom. If that's the first woman that he's supposed to love and he has trauma around that, do you think that he's going to love you?
The biggest red flag in dating? Love bombing. You remember those days. Texting day to night. You remember when you spent 9 days together? When he told you that he wished you had met sooner. It was so cute. You felt so good. Because you know, this is how you should be treated. Adored. And you like it. You hope that the gods are this one time gonna shine their light on you. You deserve it.
The red flags you ignore in the beginning don't disappear, they multiply. At first, they're small, easy to explain away. You call them quirks. You tell yourself you're being patient. But time doesn't erase patterns, it confirms them. What you excuse early on becomes what you tolerate later. And what you tolerate becomes what you live with. A lack of communication doesn't turn into emotional safety. Inconsistency doesn't turn into stability. And disrespect doesn't transform because you loved harder. Red flags aren't tests to pass, they're information to notice. Ignoring them doesn't make you understanding, it makes you vulnerable to repeating the same lesson at a higher cost. So when something feels off in the beginning, pay attention. What you don't address early will demand your attention later, louder, heavier, and harder to leave.
Yeah. They act like they have a hard time leaving men. They leave at the first red flag. Everything is a red flag now. Everything. They don't ignore anything. Okay? All this overanalyzing and everything. They doubt everything. You could take a woman on a date and sneeze, and that's a red flag. If you don't sit down right, that's a red flag. You use the wrong fork or spoon, that's a red flag. They don't want to build anything anymore that's lasting. Why would any man be in a relationship when everything is a red flag?
You meet someone and they immediately want to start spending all of their time with you, that is a huge red flag. That shit is not normal. It is not normal to meet somebody and talk to them every single day, be around them every single day, do everything that you can to get this person out of your life before it becomes toxic.
And this is the sad part. This average looking woman thinks she can give advice, telling you what her red flags are, telling other women what they need to have red flags. They do this every day. But if you tell them about your red flags, oh, they don't exist. Their red flags all say this: run, leave, exit. You never hear them be based on building something, communicate better. It's okay to stay and work on things. Their red flags do not say those things. They don't develop real relationship skills. A lot of people don't have relationship skills. All right, that's it for this video. And to the next one, the truth will set you free.